We're in the midst of a global ecological crisis. Unfortunately, there's no avoiding this fact. Extreme weather events caused by climate change, biodiversity loss driven by significant degradation of nature, and rising pollution levels from our throwaway culture are all making daily headlines. What we tend to overlook is that behind these headlines, the cause of many of these issues is our dependency on the extraction, production, and ultimate disposal of so many materials and products push our planetary boundaries beyond their limits. In fact, over the span of the last 6 years, we have extracted and used almost as many materials as in the entire 20th century. The message is clear. We need to do things differently. We need to make that switch now. And we now know that solving this problem is as much about addressing economic principles as it is environmental ones. So it's fitting then that I'm saying this from the stunning backdrop of Panmure House in Edinburgh, home of Adam Smith, pioneering philosopher and who many consider to be the father of modern economics. Smith, along with his Scottish Enlightenment contemporaries, used Panmure House to meet, debate and discuss what they saw as the global challenges of their time. In his 1776 classic book, The Wealth of Nations, Smith had a lot to say about consumption and production and the tensions between them, much of which underpins today's economic theory. But it's clear that the challenges around consumption are very different now compared to 250 years ago. In 2024, they're off the scale. Driven in part by a linear system of take, make and waste, leading to unrestrained consumption and overproduction, resulting in a crippling strain on the planet. To break free from the shackles of these existing systems and processes, we need to rebalance this linear economic system in favour of a more circular approach to how we use and value our resources. We need to make it not only easier, but more desirable to embed circular practices to business models and everyday life. To do so, we need to rewire the economy so it's fit for the future that we all want, one that is fair, equitable, prosperous for all, and environmentally sustainable. For Zero Waste Scotland, this means we will focus on 4 key areas. 1, helping people care, raising awareness so more people understand the impact of their consumption and how they can adopt more circular practices. 2, making circularity easier, creating the right conditions for circularity not just to take root, but to grow and expand and become the norm. 3, doing more where it matters most, working in high-impact sectors where we know there is clear economic and environmental benefits to be had, such as working on net zero infrastructure and the built environment, as well as working at the place-based level with our cities and regions, where bespoke local actions can have real, tangible benefits to individual citizens and communities. And lastly, 4, improving infrastructure to allow greater access to the circular behaviours we need. Whether that is reuse, repair or recycling, we need to generate greater flow of resources, products and materials around our economy. Now is the time when we need to be disruptive, focused and unapologetic in our ambition. We have the ideas, the expertise, and with our newfound status, the authority to make the difference. This corporate plan is our dynamic blueprint for how we're going to do this. It's our bold strategic vision for Scotland's economy. It will detail the steps Zero Waste Scotland will take to mobilise this vital transformation. Through collective action, we can harness the power of economic change to create a world where prosperity thrives within planetary boundaries. Like Smith, who was inspired by geographers, chemists and politicians and others, and saw it as vital to work together to solve problems, we know we need to reach out and build on our existing partnerships, as well as build new ones to encompass all parts of the economy. Like him, we are responding to a global economic challenge at scale. Like him, we need to be steadfast in our leadership of an economy rewired for the future. We know it's no easy feat, but it's a challenge we can and must win together.